Happy Devils Wednesday. This is the Woo Report. The Woo Report, the Morning Woo edition. Coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios in an undisclosed location in beautiful New Jersey. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, or X Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. Yes, we are live for the Morning Woo. Just warming up your day and warming up for the season as rookies have filed in for training camp, prospect tournament towards the end of the week. Dave Singer says Lindy Ruff is greater than Mike Babcock. NY Davey says, let's go Devils. Morning Peeps says Dave Singer. But I want to put the NHL, the National Hockey League, on notice right now. I want the National Hockey League, all the other teams, their fans, I want them to know. I would take this as a public service announcement. Okay? Because this is going to be important for the New Jersey Devils, and I've said this for the last 3 to 4 weeks about John Marino needing to step up in the biggest way, knowing that Damon Severson and Ryan Graves have moved on. Ryan Graves' size, Damon Severson's continuity, and tenure with the New Jersey Devils have ended. The new blood, the new infusion of talented top 5 draft picks in Luke Hughes and Simon Nemec. But today's title is John Marino is jacked up. And I've been talking about this for the last few weeks, the importance of John Marino on the defensive core as being the stopper. Now, last night, as Nathan Bastian was the correspondent at the VMAs, yes, the MTV VMAs, they still have it. It was at the Prudential Center last night. And on social media, and I will post this on the live video feed. For those listening in the car on the replay, you're going to have to go to our social media pages because I'll point it out. But a picture of Timo Meier, John Marino, Siegenthaler, Dawson Mercer, Michael McLeod, Toffoli, Nico Hischier, Dougie Hamilton, and the rest. There was a group photo. And I noticed something. And I'm going to right now put this on your screen. To the right side, John Marino is jacked up. He went from a twig last season to a sturdy red oak tree. Look at the guns. Look at the arm strength that John Marino now possesses. He worked out this past offseason. John Marino making a statement and putting the league on notice that he will not be pushed around anymore. We talk about the no fun zone, how important it is to win in front of the crease and pushing opposing teams out. John Marino is jacked up, which gets me really fired up because that means the players took what happened last season in the playoffs to heart. Ralph says Marino is a damn good defenseman, and he looks like a badass. Yeah, let's get to a single shot of John Marino. Let's do it again. Now, this is John Marino. I cropped everybody out. All right, we're going to zoom in But based on photos and evidence, he looks ripped. He is jacked up. John Marino coming into camp in about a week. No body fat, all muscle. We talk about the beefalytics here on the Let's Go Devils podcast. We talk about strength. We talk about imposing your will on the opposing team. But this is an example of why the future looks bright for your New Jersey Devils. Because these young kids, especially the young prospects, will follow in Marino's footsteps and work. Michael Descala saying beefcake in the Cartman voice. Yes. This is 100%. I have to check with Paul Marino's dad. John Marino is 100% Italian-American beef right there. Beef, which is what this team needed. And John Marino has just sent a message that if he were to be paired up with Luke Hughes, and you know how the league is around rookies, trying to give them a little introduction, a little bit of, rough play, John Marino is not only talented enough as the stopper defenseman of the New Jersey Devils, but he's going to take care of business. I am very happy to see that. I was not expecting that last night, as some of these social media pictures coming out, players, Eric Holla representing the New Jersey Devils at the Mets game last night, the Islanders' Cal Clutterbuck, and Rangers' Jimmy Vesey was there as well, but you had to have Holla there, exchanging jerseys with David Peterson of the New York Mets. Some of the Devils attending the Jets game, the Giants game, more of the Jets game. Rat Pack made a comment saying that, the Rangers attended the Giants game and they lost 40-0, and the Devils attended the Jets game, and look what happened. Big Steve Engel. All right. You're finally back. You missed the podcast yesterday. I wanted to bust your chops. He says, yay, I'm here. Felt like a funeral yesterday. It's okay. It's okay. All right, Steve Engel, I'm going to give you some positive notes. You got your first-round pick for next year for the New York Jets, because Aaron Rodgers isn't going to play 65% or more of the snaps. And you still have him for another year if he can recover from that injury. You'll find out what Zach Wilson's all about. You could up his stock as well. Dave Singer says Steven served a one-day suspension. Dave Singer said, I pair Marino and Dougie and Siegenthaler and Luke. Hey, you know what? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. But John Marino's jacked up, and I want the whole world to know about it. I want the whole world to know about it. That this team is getting bigger and stronger. They were a young team. They were kids last season. But now they've become jacked. Ralph says 1999 all over again. Michael says, I'm a Finns fan. I enjoyed Jets fans' misery. Not sorry. You know what? I like the Dolphins myself. One of my favorite teams. I was a big Dan Marino fan there for a while, although I am primarily a Giants fan, but I did like Dan Marino, which I right now love John Marino. What he represents, what he brings to the table. What a trade that Tom Fitzgerald, also known as Tom Fitzgerald, Devils GM, made with Pittsburgh, getting John Marino. And this is a different John Marino. Let's look again on the live video feed. I mean, the guy is simply just jacked. Remember, it was John Marino that was called upon to make the sacrifice of, look, I know you got hit in the face with the puck, but could you go kill a penalty? We need you right now. And he said, hold my gauze. Plug me up. I'm in, coach. That's the mentality. That's the championship mentality you want your young kids to have. I said this last season that the further the Devils got in the playoffs last season, and I said this before the playoffs began, the closer we all are to a Stanley Cup championship in New Jersey, which hasn't happened since 2003, 2 decades. And it's not going to be easy. But you're going to need to give it your all. And that's what the fans want in New Jersey. They want effort. They want relentless effort. They don't want excuses. All right? But they're going to build off of that loss in Game 5 against the Carolina Hurricanes. And the Metropolitan Division is just absolutely stacked. The talent, it is stacked. There's already rumblings about Mike Babcock. I can't believe this happened. Where, okay, there were a few texts to Paul Bissonnette on Spittin' Chicklets. Some words were said about Mike Babcock, I don't know, asking for their phones and having them post pictures of their families or whatever. I think it was totally blown out of proportion, in my opinion. But, again, and then the Columbus Blue Jackets, Mike Babcock and Boone Jenner, had to make statements about what that was all about. And it's like, really? Why don't we just get on with the season? But, I don't know. NY Davey says, anyone in this chat could have pushed Bratt off his skates. He needs the beefalytics. Steve Engel says, Bratt beefed up last offseason. You could see it in the size of his neck. Yeah, well, John Marino beefed up this past offseason. Last time we saw John Marino, he was bleeding after getting the puck to the face. Now, he's been rebuilt. He's jacked up. You got to love that. And that gets me fired up for this upcoming season. Because conditioning, the preparation, the Stanley Cup is won during the offseason with all that preparation, because that, my friends, will lead to a championship in New Jersey. It's one of those steps that you have to take. And John Marino did that. He's jacked up. I wonder what his teammates are saying. He's going to be a ladies' man in Jersey City and Hoboken. You know it. Dave Singer says Bratt looked super fit last week in his 32 Thoughts interview. Well, the one player that I'm interested in, his name is Alexander Holtz. Alexander Holtz is going to have to be more than jacked up. He's going to have to score goals. He's going to have to skate and play defense. and not be a liability. Because Alexander Holtz was picked ahead of Dawson Mercer and Shakir Muhammadullah, which is now Timo Meyer in some respects. But yeah. Dave Singer said, who else Sam thinks looks jacked up? Look, you know what? Just wanted to point that out. But the VMAs were yesterday. Rookies are in camp right now. Prospect tournament in Buffalo, end of the week. We will have that covered. So, let's see here. Now some football talk in the YouTube Live. Anyway, I heard that Joe Flacco is interested in coming back to the New York Jets. That's might happen. I don't know. Singer says, third line of Palat, Holla, and Holtz, please. That would be nice. That would be nice. All right. Well, I want to thank all those tuning in to this podcast, dropping the podcast in about 20 minutes for your morning and afternoon commute. But yeah, public service announcement. John Marino is jacked up. And I wanted to be the first to let you know. John Marino is jacked up. The pictures don't lie, folks. Hello, Ramona Rice, tuning in to the Morning Woo. Yes, they're reporting either today or yesterday. I forgot what it was, Michael. But yeah, the rookies are reporting. And Ramona Rice says hello, everyone. Yeah, but we're going to get out of here. Got to get my day started. Peter Seifer filing in. But just, John Marino's jacked up. Love it. Love every second of it. Love every second of hearing that the New Jersey Devils are improving upon last season, which was a historic season in the regular season. The Devils are going to be good. They're going to be scary good. And that makes me happy. As a Giants fan and a Mets fan, it hasn't been easy the last couple months. But the season is upon us, folks. Preseason will start. We're getting the groove. October 12th, we'll be at American Whiskey on the big stage. Live event. Opening night. And also we'll be out on the road. We'll have further announcements forthcoming. State of the Fan address tonight. PucksandPitchforks.com's editor-in-chief, Nick Villano, and I talk some more puck, Devils hockey as well. Alrighty. Getting out of here. Thank you for tuning in on the Morning Woo, on the Woo Report. Till next time, let's go Devils.